Okay, so my teacher's just given me this assignment called the Sustainability Opinion Piece. I have to read an article and write a summary about it. So the first thing is choosing an article. My teacher's given me a whole list of articles here, and my first thought was, I want to do as little work as possible. Let me find the shortest article and write about it. But that may not be the best move for me, since I've got a whole list of things here that I'm supposed to do with the article. I have to make sure I find an article that's really going to suit my needs so I can get all this stuff done and get a level 4 on this assignment. So I've gone through the articles and I've decided that I'm going to use this one right here. The WWF, or the World Wildlife Fund report, criticizes Canada's ecological footprint. It says it's a broadcast transcript, but I've got everything that I need here. So this is the article that I'm going to use. So heading back to my assignment sheet and just looking at it here, there's a few things that jump out at me. So it says that I need to do a typed paragraph. Okay, I got to make sure it's typed. I'm going to make sure it's paragraph. I'm pretty familiar with the laws of what's supposed to be in a paragraph or not. It says also that it needs to be structured like an essay. That's not a bad thing. I actually just finished an essay unit in English, so I got a pretty good idea of what I need to do there. The next thing it says is an arguable thesis. I know what a thesis is. That's the point or topic of my article that I'm writing. But arguable, I'm not sure whether my thesis is going to be arguable. And it's underlined here, so it's got to be pretty important. So I'm figuring I might need to check in with my teacher to make sure that my thesis fits these parameters. It also says structured arguments. That's a cinch. I've been trained on how to do that. The last thing it says is I need several direct references to the article itself. That's not a problem. I'm well trained in how to do that. And then it's also got this really cool checklist. I love checklists on assignment sheets because that's usually a shortcut to a level 4. Just make sure I've got everything that's listed here and I should be well on my way. So I've read my article, I've looked at it, and I've started to write my final product. So my final product's actually here, and I'm going to show that to you now. It's called The Problem with the Rich. And so, right off the bat, I can say, look, I've got a title here in my article already. So I'm just going to change my writing tool, and boom, I've got a title. That was easy enough. Then it says, without question, the richer countries of the world are destroying the planet. That sounds like a hook to me, and so I'm going to put a check mark right next to this one here. I don't know if I have a clincher yet, but I've got my hook for sure. According to the World Wildlife Fund's Living Planet Report 2012, the natural resources of the Earth are being stretched like no other time in history. Well, let's see. Did I do anything that I'm supposed to do here? Well, the author of the article, I've said that it's by the World Wildlife Fund. Okay? And I've also identified the purpose and position of the article, so I've got that done already. Oh, the summarized article is fully introduced. I can't skip that. Well, that's 5 check marks already. Let's keep going. There are several indications that the higher income countries, like Canada and the United States, are to blame for the situation. Well, that thing right there sounds a lot like a thesis. So I'm going to highlight that there, and I think I can go back over here and say, yeah, I got a thesis and it's arguable. In my opinion, is stated as a thesis? Absolutely. I've said, I agree. The richer countries are creating a problem. Firstly, the report indicates that if the entire world lived like Canadians do, it would take 3.5 Earths to support the demand. Clearly, Canadians are consuming too much of the Earth's resources. Secondly, the World Wildlife Fund claims that the global demand on natural resources has doubled since 1966, and it's no secret that the increasing energy demands of homes, malls, factories, and SUVs in rich countries are the reason why. Lastly, and most uncomplimentary, the Living Planet report states that high-income countries have a footprint 5 times greater than low-income countries. Without question, solutions to the world's sustainability problems must begin with significant changes in the richer countries. They must use a more proportionate amount of the world's resources, seek a more energy-efficient lifestyle, and work to reduce their carbon footprint. Furthermore, reversing the damage done to our planet will come at a cost, and richer countries should be making their wealth available to fix the problems. Only then will they stop destroying the planet. So I think I got a bunch of things here. My 3 arguments are pretty clear. There certainly are transitions between arguments. Supporting evidence is provided for each argument. Absolutely. There are definitely quotes from the original article, and you can see some of them right here. There is one right there. The order of arguments is consistent throughout. Check. Strongest argument is last. Well, absolutely. That was pretty clear. An additional argument is listed in the conclusion. Do we have that here? Yeah, that starts with this furthermore thing. I like that. So we've got an additional argument there. There's a clear distinction between introduction, body, and conclusion. That's done. Is there a clincher? Well, yeah, only then will they stop destroying the planet. That's right at the end, and that's right here at the top where it says, richer countries of the world are destroying the planet. So we have our clincher there as well, and spelling and grammar are pretty accurate. So not only have I finished this assignment, got my sustainability opinion piece, but I've made sure I've got everything that's required in there. That's probably going to leave me in the neighborhood of a level 4, and if I've done a very good job, I could possibly even be at a level 4+. And one last thing you'll note here at the bottom, I've got a full citation in MLA format for my article. Make sure you've got that in there. It tells your reader, and most importantly your teacher, that the information in the article you got was not your own, and that you can cite clearly where you got it from. Thanks. Good luck with this.